Alright, we are live on YouTube. Hopefully you guys can hear me coming through. If not, let me know in the comments. Again, we've muted the Telegram chat as we've grown. It's been a little distracting. So if you have a question or a comment, feel free to raise your hand, and we'll take care of you that way. Let's go ahead and jump right over to Detonator. Those of you that are on YouTube, let me share my screen. Give me one moment here and we'll jump right in. Alright, this is EMP.Money and our daily AMA live drawing and rollover. We're going to start with the Detonator here. Another incredible day with the Detonator. I wanted to address something. So yesterday, I was a little pessimistic maybe on Detonator, but I definitely didn't want it to come across that way after I listened back to the AMA. Detonator is an absolute monster. It is a very unique daily ROI contract, and it's very, very powerful. I mean, it's one of the main reasons that we've been as successful as we have. We could have launched this project on its own, with a separate platform and a separate token, but the fact that it's on top of this seigniorage protocol in EMP makes it that much more powerful. So again, I mean, we suggest being in all assets of the platform, building up your LPs, building up your positions in the farms to earn e-shares, but you definitely also want to have a portion of your bag in Detonator. Again, not financial advice, but if you have a long-term vision and can get into this protocol, Detonator specifically, you can have some serious gains over the long term. And so let me back up a little bit. Again, I know there's a lot of new faces here. Welcome to all of you. We do this AMA every single day, and we'll take some questions afterwards as well. But this is Detonator. Again, it's a daily ROI contract. You deposit LP tokens, and you're able to get 365% back over a period of time. So it's roughly about 1% a day. We don't guarantee 1% a day. It could be a little bit lower than that. It could be a little bit over that. But again, the 365% is what you want to focus on. And we also recommend a sustainable compounding strategy where you're only compounding, or you're compounding more than you're claiming. So by doing that, you never reach your maximum ROI, because once you hit 365%, then you no longer get rewards. So if you're compounding more than claiming, you'll never hit that, and you can potentially earn indefinitely. So it is a game. It's dependent on having LP in the pool balance to realize your gains. But I mean, right now we're at all-time highs. We're at 31,361 LP in the pool balance. That's $3.4 million with ETH starting to come back today, and the overall ecosystem hitting local all-time highs. We've seen some insane value grow, and we're really excited about it. So we give away, part of the contract as well is to give away 2 prizes every day. 1% goes to the top depositor of the day. That's currently 313 LP, about $35,000. Right now it's 120 LP that's winning the largest depositor. We had a lot of big deposits today already, so that might hold up. We'll see. Or some whale might come in and snipe at the end as well. So again, that's a great way to get involved, and it creates volume for the rest of us. So we love to see those whales battle it out. And then also you get a random prize winner. So we're trying to call it a lottery because it's a no-loss lottery, meaning even if you lose, you still get credit for your deposit. So it's more of a giveaway, and with that we give away tickets depending on how much you've deposited or claimed, or compound rather. And yeah, you can have up to 100 entries a day. Yesterday we had an all-time high. We had about 5,000 tickets. So we'll see how many tickets are in the pool today, but we're growing exponentially. I mean, we're adding about 100 new users a day now, which is pretty incredible. So yeah, we're at 1,525 total users. That could easily get to 40, 50, 100,000 users as we grow. So that's a Detonator as a high level overview. I'm happy to answer more in-depth questions after the AMA. We have about 6 minutes left until the rollover. At the rollover time, if you haven't compounded or claimed, those rewards are rolled back into the contract. But you don't lose out on that money. You just lose out on the time. So it adds an additional day to your ROI. So that was another question we get a lot. But it makes the contract very, very sustainable. And again, sustainability is key so that we can turn this into a passive income generating machine for years to come. So, all right, I'm going to open it up to any of our OG members. If anybody wants to say anything, please raise their hand if they can make it fast. We have a 5-minute countdown.
Hey, AJ.
Bull, how are you, brother? Go ahead.
Good, man. How are you doing?
Good. It's a great day to be an emperor, isn't it? Holy cow.
Every day is a good day in EMP, my friend.
That's true, brother. No doubt. We're seeing the fruits of our labor today, though, for sure. We're pushing over 28 million in TVL. I can't make the announcements fast enough because we gain 100 or a million TVL. It seems like every couple of hours. So yeah, brother. And we also cracked over 11 million in total liquidity, which is massive. So yeah, man. What are you excited about, Bull?
I'm excited about a whole lot, but I just wanted everybody to think about it as we're here on the AMA, and when you're clicking compound or claim, or doing anything in the farms, or the boardroom, what does honesty and transparency and consistency matter to you, like financially, right? And what does it mean when like somebody says they're going to do something and then they do it? I think it's really rare in crypto. It's really rare in the real world. So I just want everybody to think about the ability to have access to team members here in chat, in the channel, through DM, the fact that you guys are always here, and you say you're going to do something and you do it. And I bring this up because I was talking to Coach in LA a lot today, and Coach brought it up to me, and I just wanted everybody to think about that a little bit, how much it really means. And I think, we see that really materializing, in the TVL and the money that's coming in and the new people that are here in the channel. And remember, like, this feeling, that we've always had here, that we've welcomed new members. The team has always been there for us. They've always done what they've said they're going to do. And they're going to, I know that you guys are going to continue to do, exactly like you have been doing, saying things that you're going to do it and then you do it. And I want everybody to just really think about that, really what that means. And think about it, has that ever happened in a crypto project that you've been in? And I know we're getting close to the rollover, so I'll wrap it up. But, especially as we add new people, I think it's something to highlight the honesty and the integrity that this team has. And, it's finally, really, especially really showing the last few days numerically. So that's all I'm going to say. But I just want people to just mull up, or, do a little introspection and think on it a little bit as we go through the AMA here.
Awesome, Bull. Yeah, brother. I appreciate that, man. And we said that we were going to do things differently from day one, and that meant being as transparent as possible to bring all of you along for the ride with us, to do daily AMAs. I mean, we've literally done daily AMAs for the last 4 months straight. So we're committed, and we wanted to create a DeFi project that not only everybody can win in, but a project that we as DeFi OGs wanted to see in other projects. I mean, we were just like you guys. I mean, I'm an investor in many projects. I've been in crypto since 2014, full-time since 2016. I built multi-million-dollar portfolio, and I wanted to make EMP the project that I wanted to be involved in, and we're really seeing that now. We're getting a lot of amazing coverage. I dare to say that we've even gone viral on YouTube with a lot of these big influencers. We have a massive announcement today that you saw. We have a celebrity endorsement as well, which I'll get to right after rollover, and we may have a little guest speaker as well. So again, guys, we're scaling perfectly. We wanted to build a strong foundation first, and we have an amazing community that has done that, and now we're able to scale and really, again, win together. So, all right, we have 1 minute left to make sure you're compounding. Last minute, getting all your last minute tickets. Get ready for those snipers. We've gained about another 200 LP in the last 10 minutes, and the pool balance is looking really strong. Again, we cannot control any of the Binance Smart Chain congestion, so make sure you're upping your gas limit and your 𝘰𝘬𝘪𝘀 as well to make sure those transactions go through. It has nothing to do with our contract. It's working perfectly. It just has to do with the blockchain itself. So, all right, guys, here we go. I'm going to give a 30-second countdown. 30. Nice. We have a big snipe already. Let's see if that holds up. 195 is the new leader. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Let's see if 195 holds up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, let's let the UI catch up. Let's see if 195 takes it. Wow, 269. Holy cow, big last minute snipe. All your last minute rewards. Massive. I think that is going to be the winner. 269.69.
69. Is everyone seeing this?
I love it.
Let's go.
Let's go. 269.69 takes it. Holy shit, we have another 1,000 LP entering the contract. Oh my god, it's party time, guys. That is amazing. Congrats to all of us. And again, the fact that those whales battle out last minute, that means instant rewards for all of us. So, again, your daily burst amount is the minimum reward that you get every day, but it can be well over 1% a day with all that last minute volume. So, we have a new all-time high on the Detonator pool balance. Holy hell. 32,327 LP. That's $3.5 million. And we are continuing to grow every single day. So again, guys, congrats for being here. You're seeing magic in action, and that's a great segue into what I'm going to say next. So we announced today that we have an emperor that's been with us from pretty much the beginning, and I didn't even know who it was until he came to me in a DM and told me a little bit of his background, and it just so happens to be one of my favorite movie franchises of all time, and that's Mr. Devin Murray, who plays Seamus Finnegan in Harry Potter. So we have a celebrity in the house. He tweeted us today, as well as his Instagram post, to well over 500,000 followers. And this is going to be epic for mass adoption and getting people excited about EMP. So he may be here in the comments. Let me make sure if he has his hand up. Give me one moment.
He does.
Yep. All right. Let's bring him on.
Devin, how are you, brother? Welcome. Can you hear us okay, my man? You should be unmuted, but you
There
should
he
be.
is.
Here I am.
Yep. There he is.
There he is.
Myself.
What's up, Ben? Woo!
Awesome,
Hey.
brother. Welcome.
Yeah, no, great to be here. I'm here every night since the first night I got in. I think it was Epoch 36 or Epoch 39, and I think I've missed one AMA. I'm here religiously all day, every day in the Telegram, reading everything, and it's fucking unreal, like, guys.
No
Yeah,
doubt,
I
brother.
think
I-
No doubt. Yeah.
I reached out to you guys because I don't want anything in return. I just have a major boner for EMP, and it's like crazy. Like, I'm on my computer all day looking at it. I'm on my phone all day looking at it. I'm just obsessed now at this stage.
Awesome, brother.
Hard to look away.
Yeah, we're in the
You're
same
right.
boat. We're in the same boat, right, Mike? Go ahead, Mike.
Hard to look away when everything you see is like, oh, we're breaking another record. Oh, well, what? Oh, we have a celebrity. Oh, this is happening. Oh, we did this partnership. Oh, we're just up and to the effing right. Let's go. Glad to hear it, Devin.
Yeah, like every day there's like a new notification. Oh, this is happening. And it seems never ending. And can I just say we have 69 participants in the voice call here now as well. Like, 68 now, asshole.
There was like 12.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Right? And we were rocking it like there was 2,000.
Exactly.
Every voice chat with it rocks like there's 10,000 people in the crowd.
100%.
Oh, completely.
So
Everybody in the group just
like this
brings
last
it every night. Yeah,
man. Yeah.
This week has just been crazy. Like, all these total value locked like every couple of hours. I can't keep up with it. And it's just blown my mind how, like, a month ago, I think this was like 6 million total value locked. I bought a couple of e-shares for like $200 and something, and now look, over 2,000 plus. So it's just gone crazy, guys. I absolutely love it. I love the team. I love everybody in the group, day in, day out. You see the same names, and it's just amazing to see that everybody's helping everybody else, and it's not one person out to outdo another person, and it's just a real team effort, and everybody's smashing it.
Absolutely, Devin. Thank
you, brother.
I
got a story for you, real quick. I told one of my guys I'm friends with, Ben Howard, his wife Caitlin. I told her, who we have coming in as a celebrity endorsement and everything, and she's like the biggest Harry Potter fan. Like, dude, she literally with her kids, she like Harry Potter, birthday parties and stuff. It's like that. So when I told her you were coming, she was like, oh my God, I gotta like say hi to him. I said, get in the voice chat. He's in there low key all the time. So yeah, you have a lot of fans, man, in here that they know who you are, and it's such a blessing to have you on board, brother. And glad that you've been rocking with us. And it's even a sweeter kind of I don't know, it's sweet. It's a sweet, blissful kind of feeling to know that you've been in here for so long, bro. Because had you just jumped in, it'd be like, oh, cool, getting notoriety. But the fact that you've been in for so long is like a sweet, it's a sweet bliss kind of feeling to me. I love that, dude. So glad that you're here, man. And yeah, so are you buying more? What are you doing next? What are you doing with your bags? Tell us.
Yeah, so at the moment, I was just showing my fiance there the Detonator, and I was showing her, so she has an account, I have an account, my son has an account, my parents have accounts, and I'm kind of sat here running them all. And at the moment, I was saying to my fiance the other night about putting another 100 EMP LPs into the Detonator for her. But like, you'd swear I'm talking double Dutch to her. She has absolutely no clue what I'm talking about. All she looks at is the $sign underneath the LPs, and it's like, look, don't be looking at that. That's the last thing you need to be caring about at the moment. Once they're growing, everything else is going to follow suit. So I have a couple of nodes myself. I'm in heavy in the Detonator myself. My fiance is in the Detonator, not too heavy, and then my son's very small in it. He's only 15 months old. So I said I was going to get him involved in this. He's in a few other small little stupid plays. But I just love this. And I have all my friends told, all my family told. I've brought in a couple of really good friends with some big bags into it in the last probably 3 or 4 days. And I was telling AJ there in messages there a little while ago that I may have another few actors getting involved in EMP. I have brought over one other actor from Harry Potter, but he doesn't want to be known as it. Otherwise, like, this guy's head will be hounded. So yeah, I'm bringing people over.
I love it. There's the alpha guys. Yeah, no doubt, Devin. And yeah, I want to just second what Mike said, brother. I know you've been around from the very beginning. This was not a paid endorsement. I mean, you have literally been in this community from day one. And when I found out who you were, and again, we've been talking, just on strategy, and I'm always available, so I'm happy to private message with a lot of our community. And yeah, brother, when everything came to light, it was really an amazing thing that you came forward and are supporting us publicly. And yeah, bro, we're going to the moon, brother. I love it. I don't want to get too hyped, but we're building something special here for sure.
Yeah. Also, Devin, if you ever need any help, bro, like just low key, without anybody, you don't have to reveal names or anything like that. But we're always here to help. If like you don't have time, because I know I manage my mom's account, my brother's account, my father-in-law's account, and who else? I narrowed it down. I used to manage like 2 other friends' accounts, and I just had to say, no, I can't do this because it's like so much, right? So if you ever need any help, like privately with any other friends or whatever, like let us know. I'll jump in, AJ will jump in, and we don't even ask their name, just jump on and try to help. Strategize the best way possible. But
yeah, brother.
Yeah,
you get the white glove service, brother, for sure. So
for sure, man. For sure.
Look, I don't get the white glove service. Fair. I think everybody in the Soul community gets the white glove service.
Hey,
you guys are here
every day.
There you go, brother. Well
anybody
said.
Today and their health. So it's not just me. It is absolutely everybody in this community. Everybody's here for everybody, and you guys are just like playing an absolute blinder.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's well said, man. We try to be here for everyone, and like AJ has really like gone above and beyond every single one of these meetings to be here on time, keep it moving, any questions answered. I mean, like, and Marty and Lunez, these guys are always, just trying to reach a helping or lend a helping hand. So pumped to see it, man. So yeah, AJ, what do you got on the table, brother? We got more?
Yeah, brother, no doubt. So again, Devin, thanks for taking the time to jump on, and we look forward to, again, having a long-term relationship with all of you. And yeah, I mean, like Devin said, he's just like anybody else in the community, and that's what makes us really special. I mean, we've been able to build such an incredible thing here at EMP, a foundation, so to speak, and now all of you that are new, I mean, again, like there's over 75 people in the voice chat now. That's a double of what we usually have. So if you're just now hearing this, you found a gem here. I mean, we're only getting started, and it's still super early as well. So yeah, let me do a little bit some updates, and then we'll open it up to some questions after that. Again, I know a lot of you maybe wanted to get some direct answers. If you're new and want to jump in, I'm happy to go over anything. So all right, so again, we're hitting all-time local highs. I'm not able to produce the announcements fast enough with the amount of TVL that we're gaining. Over 28 million TVL, 2.5 really, the last I looked, and over 11 million in total liquidity. I said yesterday, anything over 10 million liquidity really puts us in a whole different category. We're moving out of that micro cap classification, and with that, it allows a lot more whales to come in. So we've seen some incredibly large buyers. Our daily volume, I think, has been well over $2 million in daily volume. And we've also had some other smaller players. So it's been a really good mix. It's very healthy. Our holders have grown. So it's not all whales, but it's been a great mix of all sorts of investors. And the whales that have entered seem to really be playing the game.
You're into it, bro.
Yes, brother, exactly, Mike. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So they've picked up nodes. They've diversified into the ecosystem, and that is an amazing sign, because that shows that they're here to stay and not just to leech, from the project. So, yeah. And Mike, while you're here, Mike, how fast? Yeah. Tell everybody about the academy. I know your phone's been blown up.
Oh my,
right?
yeah, dude! It's like I don't want to say anything negative. I love every less than 2 minutes my phone buzzes, and I look down, it's annoying in that sense because I think but I've gotten over it. I gotta like learn to mute my notification. Maybe I just go to my notifications and turn off emails. But like every 2 minutes, somebody's signing up for this damn academy. I mean, it's the amazing academy. Sorry, it's just when your phone buzzes all day, it can kind of be like, oh my God, first world problems. More people signing up for a project I love.
I love it.
Like right now, we just had another one. We just had another one right now, and yeah, so like literally 3 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago, 13 minutes ago, 16 minutes ago, 23 minutes ago, 1 hour ago. So like, there's some. Oh no, never mind. That's a different thread. So yeah, it's constant and it's all day. So I love it, dude. We're blowing up. We got tons of stuff in the academy coming as well. Testimonials on the way. AJ, please let's do these videos. But I get me for this. Like
I know, brother. I know,
Mike.
I know, Mike's been messaging me. We've been playing phone tag for like the last 48 hours. I mean, it's like every time we try to get together, I have another major announcement I have to do, or another bullish thing that I keep pushing Mike off. But yeah, we're gonna do some testimonial videos. We have a lot more coverage coming out. Jonathan Seller of the Drip Farm channel, he did an amazing video for us a few days ago that really kicked off all of this. And since then, we've had some epic YouTube coverage as well. So yeah, those are shout out to all you guys.
And we are one more. I'll just give it a little bit, but we're doing one more video with Jonathan, and I'll just say, AJ live.
Yes, I will be on live.
Is it?
Yeah,
live video, everything. It'll be the first. Is that right?
I think so, brother. Yeah. I mean, I show my face.
I'm a little jealous. I'm a little jealous he gets it on his channel, bro. I'm just gonna be honest, but it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, no doubt. He gets the exclusive, right? Yeah. So we'll be on his channel when he gets back. He's traveling now. But yeah, I mean, my profile picture is my real face, but I'll be on live as well. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. And a lot more in the works. Again, we have some amazing, even more coverage coming out with some high-level YouTubers. We have BSC scan ads. Those have just went live, or we paid for them today. They should be live by the end of the week. So the first person to get a picture of those in the wild, post them in the Telegram. We'll do an impromptu giveaway. Of some EMP. So BSC scan ads are going out. We've reached out to all of the old AMA channels that we did. So a lot of you may remember from the beginning, we did Caesar calls, travel ad, a lot of these big AMA. AMA calls. Yeah, bro. So they did an update for us. We had about 3 or 4 of those today alone. That said, listen, we told you guys, had you been in from when we called it a few months ago, and compounding and doing the optimal strategies, you could have already seen between a 9 and a 12x on your investment. And again, that's without eShare or rather EMP mooning. It's about farming eShare and taking profit in eShare. I mean, we're over $2,000 per eShare now, which is just insanity. And I mean, even that is undervalued. I mean, there's a very, very low circulating supply of eShare, and we're about a third of the supply of Tomb and T-Share, and that coin, was at 20 grand at one point. So that just gives you, again, a little bit of perspective on what we can do here. And the boardroom has been printing nonstop, and the more the boardroom prints, the more valuable eShares become. So we're firing on all cylinders for sure.
Thing, AJ,
yeah, go ahead, Mike.
If you don't mind, just kind of segue into that before I forget. So a couple people asked me recently, man, eShares when they were $200, $300, you guys were saying buy them, don't buy them. You want to speak on why we did that and kind of the strategy and kind of where we're at now, the people that are feeling like they kind of missed out a little bit buying this, the eShares when they were at a lower. Do you want to talk about that for a second?
Yeah, absolutely. So eShares are very, very volatile, and they're so dependent on very many variables. Where we never really said, well, we did say don't buy eShare, but the point is that you want to farm eShare, so your capital is used a lot more efficiently going into the EMP LP farm, because you can literally get eShares for free. So,
Why not just buy it right now? Put it in the
yeah.
board.
So again, it has to do with your risk tolerance. So if you're here for the long run and you want, you see that juicy APR in the boardroom, then maybe it is a good idea to DCA into shares. But really, again, I come from a perspective of wanting to keep it as low risk as possible for all of you. And with that, it means being involved in um, every part of the ecosystem. So again, I mean, if you want to allocate maybe 20% of your overall investment into e-shares directly, I think that's really healthy. Anything more than that, you're taking on, a lot more risk because again, if for whatever reason we drop below peg or get lower, e-shares could potentially drop fairly substantial. So you just have to again be aware of what the risk is. But I mean, again, if you're here for the long run, e-shares could be, insane. And I don't want to give price predictions. I can only point towards what other projects have done with similar mechanics that aren't even as good as ours, and our supply is even less than theirs. So that's just some again food for thought. But yeah, I mean, if you can farm a token rather than buying it, why get what do they say? Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? So that sort of same concept applies to the EMP ETH LP, and EMP ETH LP is what keeps our protocol healthy. So again, we definitely say prioritize that. Does that help, Mike? You want to add to anything? Yeah.
I'm just gonna add this one thing. If you're in here from the start and you did see a $200 or $300, e-share at that time, then this is that time where you're celebrating no matter what, because it's not like you didn't have any. Maybe you might have be kicking yourself for going a little bit harder, but at the same time, man, right now let the FOMO kick in for the people coming in, not for us. We've been in since the start, right? So let's just build our LPs. So you're absolutely right, AJ. Like if you can print something for free, like kind of like why would you buy? But it's hard, right? Because you see we're so far over peg. That being this far over peg, it's gonna take a lot to bring us down and low peg. So at this point, a lot of people would feel like, I want to go pretty heavy, but just stick with the strategy, man. Like that's why if you don't know the strategy, guys, for those of you that are new, there's a easy strategy button on the home page, and you just click start, and it literally divvies everything up where the team has best suited for you. So that makes it easy. So just keep it simple.
Yeah, absolutely. And the strategy that we've recommended from day one is still the strategy that we recommend today. I mean, it doesn't change, based on how big we grow or the market conditions. It's about, again, playing the optimal strategy. And there's just so many ways to earn that it's just ridiculous. I mean, even nodes, say you didn't want to do anything in the protocol at all, you just want to get in on nodes. Nodes are paying like over 1.5% a day right now. It's just insane. So that no matter how you play the game, and again, this is a game, but it's built on amazing economics, and there's ways to earn for everybody.
An amazing foundation. An amazing foundation, AJ,
Yes, brother. And that's really what has set us apart. I mean, like I said earlier in the AMA, we could have built, Detonator on its own. We could have done nodes on its own. But the fact that we have an amazing foundation of the seigniorage protocol pegged to Ethereum, and then all these other things layered on top, it's been the secret sauce for all of us. So, and yeah, I mean, being pegged to Ethereum, that's enormous too. I mean, a lot of these algo projects are pegged to a stable token, and that's great. You can earn yield on a stable token, but your earning potential is severely capped because you can't. It's $1. I mean, how much are you gonna go? But with ETH, I mean, we could see ETH do a triple by the end of the summer. And just imagine what you're earning today. And triple that. I mean, that's literally what we would be able to do because you have exposure to Ethereum. So we're getting the best of everything possible in the ecosystem and just continuing to grow. And again, any of you newcomers, I don't want you to feel like you're too new or you didn't get in the beginning. I mean, even when we hit 30 million TVL, all of our competitors, so and I hate to even say competitors, but all of our forefathers, they're in the hundreds of millions of TVL, and we arguably have better economics than they do. So that's really, really bullish.
Yeah, and you think about it like this isn't a single token where you're so far above and you have this floor that's way beneath you, right? You're actually farming in pools. And so like if the TVL goes down, it's not like your token amount your pool amount goes down. It's still a pegged thing. It's you don't really want to look like that either, because like a lot of these single token assets, especially like the high ROI paying 8% a day, these can drastically drop quickly. It's one token, so it's not pegged. It's not, so you're not, it's just a different mindset. It's more of a set it and forget it, manage it daily kind of like mindset. And so keep that mindset and keep that mentality. And the community is so good. If anyone ever has any questions, I mean, not only the team, but the community is awesome at answering those as well. We have a freaking army and they're no joke. Some of those guys are insanely smart. They read the blockchain and literally can tell you every single mechanism within this protocol, this whole project. So awesome stuff. Reach out and become a part of the community. And for those of you who are really into it, get your ass over to the army because they have some special things coming.
Absolutely, guys.
You'll mention that again, AJ. But
yeah, totally. So we have two different levels. We have the EMP VIPs. And those are those that have proven to be good actors that we see in the community, and we're going to open that up again shortly for you to submit to be a part of it. And then we have the EMP Army. So the Army is actually the next level. So right now there's only about 40 Army members, and they are the best of the best. And so with the EMP Army, you can't even apply to join. You have to be nominated, and in order to be nominated, you have to be active in our Telegram and our Discord, helping out. We're always watching, and the Army members will have the first level access. They're essentially an extension of the team without being part of the team. And like I said, the VIPs, that's an ongoing thing. We're gonna get ready to open it up again. There's about 250 people in that group. So when you see the form go out, make sure that you apply to be in the VIP, and then we take a look and see, have you been doing what you say you're doing? Have you been responsibly taking profits responsibly? Have you been participating in the farms? Stuff like that. So again, and those members will have first level access as well as opportunities even outside of EMP that we are able to bring to the table that feed the mothership, so to speak. So yeah,
the alpha within the alpha.
Exactly.
Do I do any questions now? Do you want to go over the questions?
Yeah, brother, totally. We can open it up. And one last thing before I jump through that, though, Mike. I did want to say one of our partners is 𝘪𝘁𝘁 Nodes. They're an NFT project on Avalanche on AVAX, and they have their minting of their NFTs today. And part of their mint, the treasury, the money that's generated, is going to buy into EMP. So we've had some strategic partnerships with other platforms, and they're the most recent. We've also had a partnership with 𝘠𝘩𝘠𝘮𝘍, which is another NFT project on Ethereum, and both of those projects are investing into our treasury. 𝘠𝘩𝘠𝘍 invested about 50 grand, and 𝘪𝘁𝘁 Nodes is probably going to do double that. So we're really excited to have strategic partners, and I just want to give them a shout out really fast while we're on here. Jump over on their Discord for more info and tell them EMP sent you over. So, all right, guys, let's open it up to questions. Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Mike.
AJ, just real quick, when you talk about 𝘠𝘠𝘠𝘍, When you talk about Taco, it's just for a second, because you're right. We've these are two really good partners. What does that do for the ecosystem? For those that don't know or whatever, they're investing in our treasury. What does that mean?
Yeah, so this is a great way for us to be exposed to more of an institutional investment strategy. And what that means is, and again, we would never suggest to, sell your assets in EMP or leave your positions in EMP. But if you're looking to diversify into other projects, and again, be a good DeFi user, we partnered with these projects that we have vetted and we have got to know their teams. We like what we see with them. They've been really transparent with us, and in return, part of their profits generated goes back to buying EMP and investing in the protocol. So this is really powerful because, again, it allows institutional money to flow into our treasury. And again, I mean, just those two projects alone, it's over 150 grand. So yeah, does that answer it, Mike? Does that help explain it?
So and just to kind of dig a little further, to tell us more about how this could lead into other situations with projects just launching. I don't want to say that word, but launching. But it kind of somebody asked me, so are you guys gonna do a launch pad because you have these partnerships? And so that's why I'm asking, because certain people are asking hey, you guys are offering, some things. You're also saying if you're a VIP army or if you're in the VIP, you get special access to a project. Is that a low key private launch pad? What are you guys cooking up there? What's AJ got up his sleeve kind of thing? So
yeah, brother. So I know, again, some alpha for you guys that haven't taken the EMP Academy. If you have, there's a video in the Academy that has our roadmap. But yeah, I mean, we absolutely plan to have some sort of a launchpad mechanic. It may be different than what you think of. Again, we try to reinvent the wheel in a good way when we do things. And, when I say launchpad, it may be a little bit different than what you expect in a traditional launchpad. And the reason is because we want to get behind projects that really are set up for success. And that may even mean that we make the project ourselves. So it could be a sister project. It could be, a team that we've vetted and we've basically audited their code or their economics ourselves. And whatever that ends up being, it is in the works. So within the next few months, even sooner probably. Again, those of you that have been around, you may have heard that we're exploring a pulse chain option. That was some alpha that Jonathan released. I think that will be our first official project. And that's not to say, again, that we're EMP is always the baby, the mothership, so to speak. And whatever projects we do, whether it's directly or indirectly, will always go to feed EMP. And the only way that you guys can participate in those pre-sales or launches is by holding EMP and holding eShare. So it's a use case that we've built in, and it could be really, really profitable even outside of our ecosystem now. So yeah, for sure, Mike.
So powerful. So powerful. All right. Questions?
Yep, let's do it. All right, guys.
All right. Greg, let me go ahead and unmute you, brother. I'm sorry. Okay, Greg, you should be good, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I think.
How are you, man? Yeah, good to see you.
I'm well. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, thank you for your awesome chat with Jonathan. It was really, I'm glad to have a chance to explore this project. I will probably have my capital available to jump in for the first time tomorrow, and I was curious if I could either talk through my strategy or just kind of ask for a demonstration of that execute strategy button. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to use. Is either of those options kind of work for you guys?
Easy, right? Yeah, so from what I'm hearing, you're kind of gearing up. You've done some research. You're kind of gearing up to get involved. You're sort of, are you new at crypto? Are you new to the crypto space, or just the algo type of projects, this type of project?
I've been in DeFi since January, so pretty green. I have never I've never jumped into an algo coin project. I mean, I'll be honest. I actually overlooked EMP because I encountered it, during that huge wave of tumors. So I'm like, okay, this is probably one of the
Here's another one
out there, right? Yeah, exactly.
Well, brother,
so
just to like keep it easy pleasy for you, I mean, January, you're green, you're new, it's fine. And what's great about this, man, is that the academy is set up to where you can really go from being green to like, okay, I got a good feeling. So, my first recommendation, obviously, to do the academy. I mean, that's like step one, right? After you feel comfortable there, you're like, I don't want to get my feet wet. The execute strategy button is set up people who just don't either have the time or just don't want to like nitpick at things. But remember, that's for the algo side of things. That's not the detonator. That's not your nodes. That's not the beefy farm. We all, that's not the auto vaults that we have as well. So like, I would always say like, I always tell everybody like the best investor is someone who spreads the love out, and that what that means is spread the love in your portfolio, like spread it out. Don't just get into one thing just simply because like it's always good to be diverse. And, you hear this a lot, but especially since you're in one product, it's all the same ecosystem, But as far as like your strategy goes, if you did a Loom video, Loom, if you don't know Loom, you can download on your computer. If you did a video on like what you were looking at, said, hey, here's like what I'm working with, this is what I'm thinking about doing, and you drop that in the community chat, you're going to have people and you make sure that says like EMP grad like next to it. What does it say next to it? I'm sorry, it says like EMP.
Yeah, no, that's right. EMP. Yeah,
graduate.
EMP Academy graduate. Yeah, those are ones.
Yeah.
Again, we've reached our limit on admins. But those are vetted as well as the EMP Army General title. Those are all things that can't be photoshopped. So just make sure it's in the upper right. The upper right side of their name in Telegram.
So like, because admins don't reach out first, okay, and anyone asking any private stuff, never give it to them. But like, if you drop something in there, somebody will get back to you. But just from my side, just spread the love, get a little bit of exposure into a little bit of everything. I hope that helped. Stephanie, I see you want to add to that?
Yeah, Stephanie here. Go ahead, Steph. Yeah.
I saw Steph unmute. I just thought, hey, that's cool. She maybe has something to say about
I'm like eating my dinner right now, but
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had something to say. All good.
No worries.
No, I will actually. If it's something that a lot of people in the community that are coming in new and fresh are unclear about, like this is all new to them, right? Because I have a lot of people in my personal community that are kind of new to this space as well. So we might be talking a little bit of a different lingo that comes with DeFi that they're not 100% comfortable with yet. And in terms of the academy, I am happy to make some just basic beginner entry into DeFi, or entry into EMP, short videos that help you learn how to pair your LP tokens or zap them in or something to enter your farm based on what, more or less what our recommended strategy is. If there's a need for that, I'm happy to make those videos because I think there's a lot of participants that are coming into this space that are just fresh into DeFi.
Yeah, you know what might be even, because we have this app and we have the creating LP, but what might be good is like, come to DeFi. Part 1, part 2, because for the mastermind, my VIP, that could be a great thing to add, Stephanie. Let's do like a welcome to DeFi thing, like a 3-part, thing, or however many parts it takes, but just welcome to DeFi and kind of an overview of that, because I think it definitely helps creating like LPs. I think that's always where people get a little bit like, oh boy, I don't want to have to, what is this now? Now I don't want to click the wrong button here. Now, how do I unpair my LP?
Yeah.
It's all these questions. So yeah, that could be really powerful.
Or if you get into one farm and you get your feet wet with the platform and you get more comfortable, a lot of people usually start off with I call it the native farm, EMP LP farm, right? A little bit safer play, so to speak, because EMP is pegged to the price of Ethereum, right? And then you're like, okay, I like this and I want to venture out to other farms. Then sometimes people get stuck like, okay, well, how do I withdraw and unpair my LP and maybe take a percentage of that and turn it into the new LP tokens and enter a new farm? So I think, if there's a need for that, I'm happy to make some videos to.
Yeah, we'll talk offline. Let me go through let's talk offline, because I think that could be powerful. Does that help a little bit, Greg?
Yeah, almost. Actually, if I can make a specific request, if you can make a video where you actually demonstrate the execute strategy function in action. Like there was a video when I think you had mentioned it. You described it functionality, but to actually see it happen. I don't know. It just
Def, do it. Make it happen. Let's put it in there. That's a great idea.
Yeah, for sure. I can do that for you.
Yeah, Greg.
Yeah, I just kind of feel like. Thanks. Yeah, there's just something about the demystification of the process that I think will bring a lot of investors in. It just makes it a lot less scary, so to speak. So
totally,
I appreciate all the work you've done thus far.
I think it's scary the first time you do it, and then when you realize, oh wow, I can do this, and then it just becomes second nature. It's just doing it for the first time that's like, oh god, what am I doing? Did I do it right? Did I lose something along the way? Where did it end up? I understand it's a little bit overwhelming for the first time, but once you do it once, it pretty much, it takes the fear out of it. Seeing a video, sure, I can definitely do it for you.
And shout out to Lance Bentley in the YouTube chat. Yeah, man, we're going to be newbies together. We're going to be jumping in at the same time. Let's grow the team.
Perfect, guys. Yeah, totally. And Greg, I know, again, I've seen you around, brother. I know we've been chatting on Discord as well. I want to plug that. I mean, we really are trying to also, plug the Discord. Telegram's great. We love Telegram. We love all the memes. We love the peg dance, at 3 a.m. But again, if you're a newer, it can be a little overwhelming in Telegram. So definitely jump over to Discord. There's a lot more one-on-one help over there. And we have different channels that can really help you do a deep dive on everything. And yeah, Greg, absolutely. The execute strategy is a great, first way of getting involved, but it can be a little overwhelming even with that, because it pops up about 6 or 7 different MetaMask transactions. So you have to approve them as they go, and then I've had a lot of people say, well, I did the execute strategy, but where is everything? What happened? I don't have any money left. And it's like, no, they're there. You just have to look, because it creates the LP for you, and it automatically deposits it into the farm. So it's really amazing, a piece of technology that our dev was able to make. But again, it can be a little daunting for sure. And then it puts everything in the farm at that exact ratio that is the optimal strategy. And then after that, all you have to do is either compound or withdraw your e-shares in the farms, and start making money. So, but yeah, does that help, Greg? For sure.
Yeah, and I don't know how specific you're cool with me going, but like my general strategy is I'm gonna go and press the execute strategy 1 day a week. And then the next day, I'm planning on harvesting the ears from my farms and see those just 1 day's worth of interest. Kind of my way of hedging both taking in passive income and also allowing some price appreciation. I kind of like to hedge those two factors. Yeah,
no, that's an awesome strategy. Again, once you're in the ecosystem, it's also very important to have responsible profit taking. And we always have suggested taking your profits in shares, and then you can use that again to go into other project or pay your bills or whatever, or you can use that to pair up with whatever EMP you earn from the boardroom and convert it into Ethereum, and then continue to build your LP. So yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're never here to say don't take profits. I know we say EMP is a utility token, and you don't really want to dump EMP but that doesn't mean that you can't earn in all the other aspects of the platform. Again, through eShares or through Detonator as well. So yeah, and again, that's another reason why Detonator is so powerful, because we're using LP tokens, and not only does that increase the locked liquidity of the protocol, but you could literally claim from Detonator and unpair the LP, and you have half of that is Ethereum that is in no way hurting the protocol by taking profits in. So it's really, really unique. All other node projects or ROI contracts, they require you to sell the native token in order to profit, and we've come up with a way to not have to do that. So yeah, Greg, for sure.
Yeah, and keep an eye on that TVL. It's 8 grams from crossing another million, so it might happen right on this live stream.
I love it, man.
Anyways,
yeah, brother.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, totally, my friend. Great to have you.
Awesome, Greg. Yeah, man, great to have you. Yeah, I saw right as the Detonator, kind of gets down to that 0 mark, right? Everyone's compounding. I was actually on the phone, and I saw the TVL jump up like $700,000 like, as people were compounding and stuff. So
yeah, totally, because and as people go for the snipe, that's more LP that's being generated. So yeah, I mean, again, while we're on the live stream, you guys are animals. I mean, we're growing by a million TVL every couple of hours. This has been insane. So yeah, and again, I mean, if you are on the sidelines, don't FOMO in as much as you would like to. Definitely get a position after you've learned about the ecosystem, but keep a little on the side, because there may be some opportunity to get in on a pullback. Again, not financial advice. That's just from an OG crypto user to always be prepared for volatility. And but again, if you have a long-term time horizon and you're bullish on Ethereum, we could see some insane price appreciation even from today. So yeah, guys, awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
I was looking at the charts the other day, actually the weekend, and it was like literally every single chart was showing signs of reversing back to the upside. And so, yeah, man, I think I think this summer is actually going to be different than what we've seen before. Just the whole cycle is different, obviously, already, but. Yeah, I mean, if you're bullish on, Ethereum, you could be looking at a nice, healthy bag sitting here pretty shortly. And it's nice because, you have to worry too much about, my opinion, too much about EMP. It's more about like Ethereum. Like, is this thing going to pop off? But I think it will, man. I'm bullish on it, so we'll see. But yeah, I guess we can go to the next question. Matty had his hand up. We unmuted him. So,
yeah, go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Matru, you there? Oh, maybe.
Sorry if I said it wrong.
Yeah, no, I said it wrong too. Matru. He said like Machu Picchu. Matru, he's
Matru, what's up, man? You're no stranger. Come on, don't be shy.
I know, he was here. He was having some technical difficulties.
James Crypto Trader, I just unmuted you, brother.
Hello guys.
Good. Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, welcome.
Yeah. Firstly, before asking, I just want to say that AJ, there's some problem with your mic. I can't hear you clearly.
Oh, with my mic? Oh, okay. How about now?
He's good. He's good. He should be good.
Okay.
Can you hear
I
now?
don't know. It sounds weird. Don't. Okay. My question is that these all folks are all good, fun in games until they get exploited. So what have we done to make sure?
For sure. So,
first of all, real quick, I just would like to say, first of all, the last AMA that we did with Jonathan, I advise you to go check that out on Drip Farm channel. And literally, I called AJ out of the blue, and we actually was asked, this exact question was asked, and AJ went really in detail for like 20 minutes talking about security. So if you want to hear more what AJ is about to say right now, then you can go watch that AMA, and I think you'll get a lot out of it. But yeah, AJ, please go ahead. Didn't mean to interrupt you. I just want to make sure he knew that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, we've gone over it not only in YouTube videos, but on other AMAs as well. But I mean, we've done everything in our power to, mitigate any sort of exploits. Again, seigniorage projects as a whole are have a lot of mechanics in place to protect themselves. I mean, that's why, again, 𝘠𝘩, all the big guys, really haven't been exploited. There was some flash loan attacks against 𝘠𝘩 and Beanstalk, but those mechanics are much different because they use a layered approach. And that's, again, with 2 different share tokens, and it's really more about arbitraging the tokens themselves. So because we have a boardroom, and you have to have eShare in the boardroom to be able to print new EMP, we're, again, very well prepared for any attack vectors. Now, again, I mean, we do everything in our power to make sure we don't have that, and we continue to monitor the code. I mean, we have some incredible people in the community that are on-chain analysis experts. So if we ever saw anything fishy, that would be brought to our attention immediately. And yeah, I mean, we feel like we've really prepared for that. Our developer is one of the best in the industry. Literally has built projects line by line as far as code. So yeah, we feel we're very prepared for that.
Yeah, thanks for answering, because like you said, 𝘠𝘩 got exploited. So I heard in some chat Thomas was saying that that's the reason you have to stay away from EMP. So I got scared. So just wanted to know. Thank you.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we're gonna have fudders, we're gonna have haters. But yeah, I mean, 𝘠𝘩, again, and you can go on their Discord to see that it was more of an arbitrage attack against both of their share tokens. And again, 𝘠𝘩 originally was exploited because of their tax system. But when we forked the code, we got rid of that tax system completely. So again, I mean, if anybody's gonna try to attack anybody, it's gonna be 𝘠𝘩. I mean, they have a much larger TVL. So if they're not being exploited, we feel like we're again prepared and bolstered against any attacks. So, all right, awesome.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And yeah, just the fact, these words that get thrown around, we just have to be, I've noticed things like scam, things like, rug pull, like these words that are thrown around, a lot of people don't understand. Even like expert crypto guys that consider themselves experts, YouTubers consider that they say these things like exploit. Technically, I mean, an exploit is different than a rug, and a rug is different than a project that failed. Does that make sense? So just like, I don't know, I've heard some things that were incorrect as far as terminology goes. So yeah, I mean, as far as exploit goes, we're not subject to that as far as we know. And with a project that has $1 billion locked in, it didn't get exploited. And I think everyone and anyone would be trying to uncover that over there if that existed, for sure.
Absolutely, yeah, no doubt. And any of our other contracts that we've built, again, Detonator is closed source on purpose. And not only is that because it's extremely valuable, if it was open source, it would be copied immediately. It's proprietary to what we're doing, but it's also good for us because, again, closed source contracts, are a lot less likely to be hacked. So, yeah, I mean, again, we've done everything we possibly can to protect ourselves and, in turn, our community. Yeah, we're gonna just continue to build and move forward. And again, keep the momentum. So yeah, check out those other videos if you want to hear a little bit more, and we can go from there.
AJ, 30 million 5.
I know, brother. I'm seeing that. Everybody in the chat is going crazy. The boardroom is about to print. We're way over peg. We should see again over 2,000% APR in the boardroom. And again, the higher the peg, the healthier the ecosystem, the more valuable shares become, and the more valuable shares become, the higher the APR in the farm. So it's a
it's just a never-ending amazing cycle.
It is, brother.
Of winning.
It's the EMP money making machine in full burr. So yeah, brother, it's pretty incredible. And again, guys, we can't say it enough that this community has been one of the reason that we have risen to the top, and it's still so early. We're so early. So just imagine where we're going to be in another few months. So
yeah, no kidding. Like for me, guys, you guys know, I've been advocating since day whatever it was that I had to put out videos defending this and calling it from what it is, which is an amazing project. And I think a lot of people got a misconception too of in the early days of exactly like what we were trying to achieve. It just kind of got overshadowed, and I love the fact that like people are actually looking up who is AJ Brockman, like who is this guy behind the curtain spearheading the project, and like just trying to like actually do their research now. And the beautiful thing, man, because when you see that this is the guy I follow, man, this is why I would have sacrificed whatever career I have on YouTube for this guy. Mad at me. If you're gonna be mad at someone, be mad at me. But I'm following this guy no matter what. He says jump, I'm going how high kind of thing, And so it's a beautiful thing that we're in this action right now. And I think, dare I say, are we to 100 million? I mean, I think so. I think we are. I think we're going to hit it, and I think we're going to go past that. But I think a lot of people over in the Tune community are now also taking notice and going, because there's a lot of like serious algo heads over there, man.
Totally.
Big bags.
Totally, yeah. We've seen a lot of whales again enter the system that are familiar with algo projects from how they're behaving, and that's a good sign. I mean, if they want to get involved, we're happy to have them. If any of you listening are those whales, we say welcome. And this is only the beginning. Like Mike said, I mean, with the way we're going, we could get to 100 million TVL in no time, and that's without even using collateralization. So once we implement that, where you're able to borrow against your LP without ever having to sell it, that's what brought Tomb to $1 billion project. So I think that we can definitely follow in those footsteps. Again, not financial advice, but the opportunity is there. And to touch on too what Mike said, it's been a hell of a journey so far. And the beautiful thing about this protocol is it automatically rewards good actors. So not only does it help the others in the community, but you actually profit more as an investor by doing, quote unquote, the right thing. So it's basically built in, diamond-handed economics, and we're seeing that in action right now. I mean, again, we're scaling really, really well, and we're really high above PEG. If we start dropping closer to PEG, there's no reason that that's a problem. I mean, the APRs may be a little bit lower, but there's still a lot of ways to earn. And even if we were below PEG, this ecosystem is literally one of the only seigniorage protocols that you're still able to earn even being below PEG, because we've implemented nodes, we implemented Detonator. No other project can say that, and it's really powerful. And that's why, again, we feel like the longevity of EMP is just going to be massive.
Yeah, in early days, absolutely, AJ. Early days where we didn't have the EMP Academy. So my man Marty's in here. Lunas was in here a little bit earlier. I don't know if he still is, but these guys were literally on Voice Chat Daily preaching the exact protocol or exact strategy. And because these guys are experts, they've been part of these other algo protocols, being first, of course, and they've seen these mechanics since day one. So we have literal experts, right, who've made a lot of money a lot. I know somebody personally who put $5,000 in a tomb made over $1 million. Okay. And so much more than that, actually. So like, these guys come from that background. So everything that we're doing, the strategy that we're saying where we can all win together, it's exactly what AJ is saying, which is like we get rewarded for doing that, right? So shout out to Marty and Lunas, by the way. I see Marty in here, brother. What's up, man? How you doing, brother? Is it late? Isn't it like early morning UK right now? Shouldn't you be asleep? What's going on?
It's almost 2 a.m. I'm just trying to keep the noise down, but I'm too excited by everything going on in MMA tonight. Right, this.
Yeah, man, it's
Absolutely,
amazing,
brother.
right? Yeah, I couldn't have done it. Couldn't be right here without you guys. You and Lunas were preaching. I mean, just hey guys, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that, do this, do that. I mean, this is where the academy came from, was you guys. So
Absolutely.
yeah, big.
Yep, and that's why, again, for those of you that are new, we have a team of 6 people behind the project that made a commitment to each other, not to dump on our community. And we did our Genesis phase a lot different than other Tomb Forks, where we were part of Genesis. We did not have a public Genesis, and people think, well, why did you do that? Well, it's because that way we can control the dumping in the beginning, and that's what helped us grow. Because again, a lot of Tomb Forks never get off the ground because their team takes profits too early and dumps on everyone's head. So we made a commitment that we're not doing that we're going to grow responsibly, and again, protect the community through not only these 6 team members. We call ourselves the Select 6, but by also, the EMP Army and those of you that have been around for a long time helping to protect the protocol. So, and we say it all the time about how we can all win together. A lot of other projects say that, but we actually mean that. And because of the way that economics work, it's actually possible. Again, with controlled inflation, which is what a seigniorage project is, you don't have to worry about somebody buying your token from you at a higher price or buying your NFT off of you at a higher price to profit. You just participate in the ecosystem and you earn through inflation, which again, that's how all the major economies of the world have worked for centuries. We're just applying that to the blockchain and making it doing it a lot more responsibly. So yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
I spoke to Kyle earlier in here, and Kyle, I unmuted you, brother. And Kyle, you were telling me that are you here, Kyle? I want to make sure. I unmuted you. Okay, cool. Yeah, so tell everybody about your EMP journey, if you don't mind, brother. I know I'm kind of putting you on the spot, but I just thought it was a really cool story. You're kind of telling me about this thing long, but I know you were telling me something, and I just thought it was really cool. You want to share that?
No worries, man. Well, Mike and my wife work together, so he put me on EMP in early January when I was really just getting into crypto, especially DeFi. And I didn't know what I was doing, so I watched his YouTube videos, and then I did the academy just like everyone's been preaching. And I've really tried to learn the protocol, and by no means will I have a huge bag, but this project alone right now would make more than like what my wife and I's goal were. All the projects that we got into in January, we set like $1 per day goal, and EMP has surpassed that at this point. And I know we have to temper expectations, and things might not keep going as good as they right now, because this is amazing. But I mean, this project is amazing. I wake up and it puts a smile on my face every day just to see the Telegram and the community. There's so many smart people here. I've reached out to a couple of guys, Bill Gates and Rob, and they've helped me strategize. So if you want to be successful with this protocol, it's definitely very easy. You just have to want it. You have to want to do it right. You have to have the ability to say, I don't know these things. Reach out and just learn. And the people are here and they're going to help you. So yeah, long story short, the community and Mike has guided me, and this project is crushing it. I'm just so grateful to be here.
That's
Yeah,
what
brother.
I'm talking
That's
about, bro.
right.
I love hearing
Yeah,
that,
man.
Mike. Oh my God, Kyle.
I
Yeah, bro.
know.
Yeah.
Dude, he told me that earlier. I was just like, oh, bro, I gotta like, I wasn't thinking about putting it on the spot, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, and Kyle, I love what you said, brother. Two things that you said, which is incredible. I don't know if you're a new crypto user or not, but the fact that you said these two things shows me that you're going to make it here, bro. And those are, you said, to manage your expectations. So, yeah, I mean, that is huge, brother. I think a lot of us, let our emotions take over, and yeah, I mean, we're killing it right now. We wanna party, we wanna high five, we wanna celebrate, but just know, like you said, I mean, it doesn't go up and to the right parabolically. It's about the long term going up and to the right. So if we have a pullback, in EMP or in the share price, don't panic. That's the worst thing that you can do, because if you sell and then you trigger fear in everybody else, you just sit back, assess the situation, and then make a decision, after you've had time to think about it. And the other thing that you said was that if you're willing to put in the work. So again, brother, that is massive, because a lot of people in crypto think it's, a get rich overnight, and they just want to invest and forget about it. I mean, yeah, there's definitely plays of doing it that way, but if you really care, you want to learn, and you want to dive into the ecosystem, then those are the people that are going to win the most, brother. And it sounds like you are one of those people. So yeah, I'm hyped, man. That kind of shit right there is what makes me get up in the morning, and why we did this project, Mike. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that, bro. Exactly. And when you say things like learn and hard work,
Yes.
like I look at the number of participants in here, and it actually says this doesn't go down, because usually you say those kind of things and I'm not interested in this crap. You
Right.
start seeing lower numbers and everything. This one, I mean, this is a type of thing where people enjoy learning. They enjoy being a part of it. So it's good stuff. We have one more. Do we have time for more questions?
Yeah,
AJ? What's our time look like?
Yeah, brother. We can take two more. I just want to say too real fast that the boardroom did print massively again. We're at about 1,300% APR, and that's again every 6 hours. So it's just incredible. I mean, and we're gonna see the APR as more people go into the boardroom. And the price of each share goes up and down. We may see some fluctuation in that APR, but still, I mean, it's just incredibly profitable at the moment. So yeah, I just want to give a shout out to the boardroom. Yeah, man.
That is awesome, man. That is awesome. Yeah, I just look right now. Printed. Boom. Love it. What else was I had something else I forgot, because you had the boardroom. It just caught me off guard. Jeez.
Sorry,
Holy
brother.
mackerel.
Can I say something? One thing quick.
Yeah, Bull. Go ahead.
No, Bull. Okay. No, you're not. Yes,
No,
of course.
yeah,
bro.
no, Bull. No, yeah, go ahead.
Thanks, guys. I just wanted to commend Kyle, because something that I preach a lot about is idea of I don't know. And it takes humility to tell people, like, I don't know how this works. Can somebody help me? And that's the great thing about this community. And I know I preach about this all the time. Like, community wants you to win. We want to win together, and we all gonna make it together. And by saying you don't know, that expresses a desire to learn, and the community here wants you. The team wants to help you. The protocol is built to help you. So never think you're being foolish or silly, or think that you're stupid not knowing. What you're going to be, what's going to hurt you is thinking that you know all the things. And I tell people all the time, like, I don't know, because I don't. And that's a great thing about like talking with anybody in the community. And I use another expression that when you speak to somebody, it's that's between what you said and what she said or what he said. There's something that gets created there that is really special, and that's why the power lies in communication and positivity. And we talk about burn bridges, we talk about building bridges, and building building shit, building good stuff. And when I mentioned it at the beginning of the AMA, what does honesty and integrity mean to you? And I did forget to say one thing. Innovation. What does innovation mean to you? And look at what the detonator is, the nodes is, and what these other what the team is working on, and what they've talked about in the roadmap. No other project, not throwing shade on anybody, but what is that innovation? What do you think that's going to mean to you in the future? But it's not going to mean anything to you in the future if you take advantage of the opportunity to do that right now. And that is not a call to invest. It is a call to educate yourself and engage yourself in the community. So thanks, guys. I really love you guys, and I appreciate everybody in the community that is here and actively wanting to have a better life.
Dude, well said, man.
Well said, for sure.
That's why we love you, brother. You're always bringing the truth.
Steph, sorry, did you want to say something?
Love you too, Bull.
Yes, we love you too, Bull, absolutely. And again, guys, that Bull talks about being genuine and being real. I mean, that's about as genuine as real as it gets. So it's not, we're not paid actors here. We're not, we're not shillers. We're not moon boys. We're here to actually build a protocol that can be a top 100 project. And again, be a sustainable project for years and years and years to come. So yeah, guys, awesome. All right, so yeah, go ahead, Mike. You're more.
We got another day in paradise. Another day in Trader's Paradise. To unmute you, brother. I don't know what your name says. Reap though. I like it. Okay. So you're unmuted. Can you hear us?
Hey guys.
How are you, man? Welcome.
I wanna thank Crypto for letting me come in and letting me find out about this. I know you guys were in a long AMA here. Just in. Excuse me for that. But I'm excited. I'm actually very excited about this related ETH. I just had a chance to check the chart, and nothing's always pretty in crypto until it becomes a roaring success. So, can you just tell me real quick? I mean, maybe like with the turnaround story, the opportunity. Because should I have been? I mean, obviously I want to check it, but I want to see what I can learn. Normally I do more homework, but excuse me for that, guys. Is there a way to grasp the good vibes?
Yeah, brother. Yeah, AJ, you want to run down kind of from the top real quick, and just for anyone.
Yeah, totally. So again, you're breaking up a little bit there, so forgive me if I don't answer it fully. But yeah, I mean, again, we always suggest to go more heavily rated into EMP ETH LP. So a good I mean, say you had $1,000 to invest in the protocol overall. I would split that up. Maybe 10% into Detonator, 10% into nodes, and then the other remaining amount. So say that leaves you about 800. Take probably about 600 out of that and go into the EMP ETH LP directly, because what that's going to do is allow you to farm eShares, and then again that'll help you accumulate eShare, which is a great way to either take profits or put into the boardroom, rather than aping into eShare and being exposed to risk that way. So EMP ETH LP is the #1 priority, and again that gives you exposure to ETH, and that's why we can make the claim of being truly fractionalized Ethereum. So not only is EMP mathematically pegged to ETH 4,000 to 1, but the LP itself, half of that is actual Ethereum. It's not some made-up bullshit token or a stable coin that's just been minted out of thin air. It's actual Ethereum. It's BEP20 ETH on the Binance Smart Chain, but Binance guarantees that ETH 1-to-1 based on the real mainnet ETH. So yeah, that I would say if you're gonna prioritize anything, jump into that. And right now, that pool is paying 1% a day. So you're basically able to get 1% a day on Ethereum. I mean, my God, that is just insanity. So, and again, the APRs will go down. That's because these shares are so high. The way it's calculated is, your daily percentage is paid out in eShare based on dollar value. So again, that's how we calculate it. But right now, get while the getting is good for sure. So does that help, brother?
Yeah, bro. You're way above my head level right now, but I definitely want to grasp it. And so let me see. So I'm just thinking on my here. Yeah, the daily ROI. So it's on BSC getting ETH, pegged ETH with EMP ETH on the BSC, and is that and it pays 1% a day? Is that what it's?
Yes, brother. As of right now, that is exactly what's happening. I mean, we're on fire. The eShare token is is mooning. So the APRs are insane. But I mean, we've been anywhere from 0.5 to 0.75% daily on those farms over the last 2 weeks. And again, I mean, really since the beginning. I don't know. I mean, we've never been below 0.4% daily in that farm since we launched. And again, a lot of the users from day one have almost tripled their bag just from farming. So.
Okay. Yeah. So and then if I burn.
So yeah. So no, the burning mechanism only comes into play when we have bonds available. So in algorithmic projects, we have a bond token, and what that does is you can buy it when we're below peg, and it burns EMP. And what that does is help reduce the supply and bring us back over peg. However, we're going on again 15 days of not being under peg. So bonds may be very rare as we move forward. So yeah, there's really no burning mechanics or any. We're not a refi token. We don't have any kind of reflect rewards. We don't have any built-in taxes. I mean, it's really, really straightforward.
Okay, pardon me if it's a really new question. I normally to do more homework. I wholeheartedly do, and I appreciate your time. But
yeah, brother.
Let's say I have a bag of ETH. Let's say I have a bag of ETH, bros. So I take half that. I sell whatever I want. I sell half of that and make a P with EMP, and then I add liquidity for the EMP ETH in your platform. Is that the process?
Exactly right, bro. It's just like yield farming in any other platform. Again, brother, and I don't mean to be condescending at all. I didn't mean a noob question. I want to help you explain for sure. So yeah, exactly what you said. If you had say you had again $1,000 in Ethereum, you bring it over to Binance, the BSC network. You go into PancakeSwap, you sell half of that ETH for EMP. So you have 500 EMP and 500 Ethereum, and then you create an LP token. If you don't know how to do that, then you actually can just zap, ZAP, the zap function on our website will do that for you automatically. But you can get a little bit higher slippage if you do it that way. So we always suggest to do it manually if you know how to. But yeah, and then you jump over to farms and you put it in the farm. You can take it out of the farm whenever you want. It's not time locked at all, and you can farm our share token. And then again, the share token is the eShare token is a way to either take profits or while the boardroom is printing. I know a lot. Again, not financial advice, but it can be very valuable putting your eShares in that boardroom while we're above peg, and that will produce you even more EMP. And you can, do an infinite loop on that cycle. So, yeah, brother.
Okay, I appreciate your time and everything. But if I may just clarify, what is preventing it from being like it's still coming down? Like normally in the farms, if you're not early, it gets diluted, more and more diluted. So how would you address that? Someone with a hesitation of that.
So we're very, very different from again a reward token that you would get as far as like a traditional yield farm. I mean the share token, or in that case it's not really a share token, it's the reward token. That reward token is meant to be sold. So that's a very different mechanic. The eShares actually have an inherent value. Again, it's based on how much the boardroom is printing. So again, right now, I mean, you know, you're getting like 5% daily, I think, on the EMP emissions. And because of that, it makes eShare extremely valuable. So we're able to reward the eShare token, but in return, create value to where it's not going to dump like these other farm tokens. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. Thanks, bro. And again, I want to thank SK Crypto K for bringing me here and sending me here in the right path. So I appreciate that, him and everybody here. You guys always, you know, everybody's warm and welcoming, and just it's a learning, everything's a learning new way. So,
absolutely.
But yeah, so you use the Zap, to send ETH on the ERC to create the LP, or do I have to bridge it?
So yeah,
So
if
you do have to bridge it.
Yeah, you do have to bridge. If you don't have ETH already on Binance or another asset you can sell for ETH, you'd have to bridge it in. Again, there's many bridges. I don't want to, you know, endorse one publicly, but if you shoot me a DM, I'm happy to help. And yeah, bro, no, shout out to Crypto K and all of our drip.
SK Crypto.
Yeah, SK Crypto. Yeah, all of our drip heads. And Animal Farm, the Reap DAO. I know you're in the Reap DAO with me. Again, we got nothing but love for Forex and that entire ecosystem, and we're finally happy to have a lot of you over here as well. So.
Yeah, and it's like drip. I mean, excuse me, I don't want to mislabel like that, but it's as lucrative as a drip in terms of sustainability, you would say, right?
Yeah. So yeah, go ahead, Mike.
And there's multiple ways you earn too, and I just want to put that out there. Like you said, it's like drip, and the first thing that hits my mind is the detonator, right? So the only difference is it's not a single asset like a drip token. It's two assets. So it's a blue chip Ethereum, and then you got the EMP, which is the native. So to us, you know, we call it, like, we like it because, like, you know, it's not like we think that, you know, Ethereum and EMP, it's pegged as gonna like a 50x, right? But it's not as, I guess, volatile, so to speak. I mean, yes, Ethereum is volatile, but you know what I mean, it's less volatile. So yeah, it's a little bit different in the sense of like sustainability. There's a lot of different ways to lock up the native token, where like to take, for instance, like there's really nothing, there's no, you know, protocol that they've come out with to lock up TOOM and secure that price or harden that price even more, right? So when we talk about like sustainability, I think it's way more sustainable than the other algo products out there. And I'm not just saying that, it's just show me one that has 7 ways you can earn. I mean, they just don't exist. And then as far as like getting your feet wet, you know, I think you're doing the right thing by reaching out and saying, okay, where do I start? How's this mechanic work? The academy is great. You know, definitely take your time with the academy and play the field a little bit. You know, brother, like play the field. Now, you don't just have to farm. You can, you know, test out the detonator as well. Test out nodes, like a little bit of everything. Even putting a small bag aside and say, look, I know I'm not going to earn any e-shares, which I know it's exciting right now. So don't kill me if eShares goes like 10,000, okay, over the next month. But like, you know, just having a little farm in the auto compound over at Beefy is just smart, man, because you're just bringing that LP quickly, you know. So that's the other way you can kind of look at it too. There's like multiple ways you can earn as well. So I don't know if that helps at all, but I just wanted to mention that. AJ.
Yeah, no, brother, absolutely.
Yeah,
and what Mike said about the auto vault, so you can actually put that EMP LP into an auto vault. So and that's really healthy for our ecosystem. We have both 𝘰𝘩𝘢𝘯𝘬𝘠 and Beefy. We want to get our TVL up over on Beefy, so we're suggesting Beefy, again, not financial advice. But if all of this is too complicated for you and you don't want to be checking it every day, you know, you can just put your EMP ETH LP into the auto compounder on Beefy, and it will automatically take profit in eShares and buy more EMP LP with it. So again, I know Mike and a few other OG heads. I mean, they did that with Tomb in the beginning and basically forgot about it. Again, you should never forget about your investments, but if you
woke up to huge bags.
Yeah, like over 25 grand. Yeah, so it's really powerful, and the auto vaults are really healthy for the ecosystem because it creates automatic buy pressure on EMP forever. So that helps keep us above peg. And yeah, guys. And again, I said something about Detonator yesterday, where it's more like the drip garden, but really it's not. I mean, Detonator is our own thing. It does work on LP tokens like the garden, but you don't have to continue to compound in order to maintain your share. It helps, but as long as you're compounding more than you're claiming, you should still be able to maintain that daily burst. So yeah, again, those are just there's a lot of differences. Detonator is its own animal. I mean, our developer Jake has built it from the ground up, and it has about 10 different protocols that have been successful already intertwined into it, and our own economics on top of it. So Detonator really is the crown jewel of the ecosystem on top of already amazing economics. So, and I think, again, that's why we've seen an incredible amount of liquidity and the ability to stay above peg really, really well. So, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Again, we went really late tonight, but no problem with that. I probably will not be available tomorrow for the AMA, but again, one of the team members or our community will do the AMA. If you're on YouTube, we'll probably have to wait a day, but we'll be back tomorrow on YouTube. If you're only able to see us on YouTube, please try to jump over to our Telegram and join us directly over there, because we still do daily AMAs, even though some days they might not go up on YouTube. So yeah, so all right, everybody. I mean, we're killing it. Happy to have all of you here. Again, this is we built a monster, and we're seeing it in action on days like today. So we hope all of you are enjoying the ride with us. And again, no expectation of profit from the work of others, but we're here every day helping to build our own bags, and we're seeing that happen with all of you as well. So, all right, everybody. Again, much love to all of you. Anybody that's new, welcome. We're happy to have you here. And again, we'll do it all over again tomorrow. So good night, good day. We'll see you tomorrow.